Hi, Mark Glady here, agronomist for Winfield United in western Minnesota. We're out here on May 11th in a Chippewa County soybean field talking about the million-dollar question, which is, do I have enough moisture or will I receive enough moisture to activate my pre-emerge residual herbicide? And if so, is it worth applying that residual herbicide if I'm not going to get any use out of it? So in this soybean field, we're digging around. These beans were planted about a week ago. They've started to swell up. They're about half the size they need to be to actually sprout or germinate. So we're gaining, but it's definitely dry. There's very few, if any, weeds that have germinated out in this field, but I'll guarantee you there's plenty of weed seed in our fields across the state that are just waiting for a rainfall and some warmer temps to germinate and grow. So the million-dollar question, is it worth putting on a residual pre-emerge? There is data out there that'll tell us that with 0 inches of rain, 0 precipitation, up to maybe about 0.2 of an inch of rain, very low amounts, you can still expect 50 to 70% weed control with 0 to 0.2 of an inch of rain, very little moisture. It's not perfect, it's not what we shoot for, but I'm still recommending the use of a residual pre-emerge herbicide because if we don't put on that pre and we do start to get some rainfall events, those weeds are going to be very competitive with our crop. And if we have a spring like last year, where the month of June of 2020, we had a lot of high winds and very few days that allowed us to actually spray because of the high winds, these weeds could get ahead of us very quickly. Even though the activity is going to be reduced from a pre, 50 to 70% is still, in my opinion, worth having it down, keeping the weeds at bay, and giving us a chance to keep those weeds controlled. The other thing to remember when we're applying any herbicide application, be sure to include a drift and deposition aid like interlock with the tank. We want to make sure we get every last drop, every ounce, every pound of chemistry to the soil to get as much work out of that as possible to keep these weeds out in a dry year.